Hi guys, how's it going? It's week 18. Not a good week. Not a good week at all in terms of weight loss. And we'll get into that in just a second. So I'll start off with my stats like I normally do. Highest weight ever is 401 pounds. Surgery weight was 379 pounds. Last week I came to you and I was at 295.8. I just hit the 100-pound mark, 105. And this week I'm 295.6. So I've lost 0.2 pounds in a week, which is certainly not typical for me. Last week I lost 6, or the week before I had lost 6 pounds, which I understand should not be typical either. But it's been a long time. Not since my 3-week stall have I not had lost at least a couple of pounds. So I think there's a couple of contributing factors to that. And I'll get into that in just a second. But for those of you who are just checking me out for the first time, I had surgery on March the 10th, 2016 at Rex Hospital in Raleigh, North Carolina with Dr. Michael Tyner. I had Biliopancreatic Diversion with a duodenal switch, which is also known as SIPS or SADI, Loop DS. Right. So in terms of this week, I have gotten a little bit complacent, I think, to a degree. For example, in my coffee every morning, you know, I add a certain amount of sugar-free coffee creamer. I just stopped kind of measuring that. And so I've been getting a little bit lax, a little too lax. I've been experimenting with more and more foods that I really shouldn't be experimenting with, such as crackers. Crackers are a slider food for me. Like, it's just easy to grab a couple. They don't fill you up, but they taste really good. So I've been sealing a couple crackers with hummus here and there. We made some homemade hummus the other day. It was jalapeno and pineapple, and I understand that pineapple has a lot of sugar, but I wasn't having that much of it. But I would steal some here and then, and I wouldn't track it on MyFitnessPal, and I know that's not good. So a couple of other things. I had popcorn. I have a note here. I make some little notes that I want to talk to you guys about. And I have a note here that just says popcorn equals no. Popcorn does not sit well with me. And you don't realize it because I was eating some the other day, or it was last weekend. I was eating some and it tasted good. Tasted really good. So I ate more. And then a little bit later I had some more. And then a little bit later, you know, I just take a little bit at a time. And then, I don't know, after a few hours, I felt sick. Like sick, not vomiting, but like gas, like, yeah, lots of gas, lots of GI pain, lots of bloating, and just popcorn equals no. So, lesson learned. I'm not going to do that again. So, lesson learned. So, like I said, so a couple little things like that I was eating, that I think, like I said, I got a little bit complacent with. So I need to rein it back in, get back on track, and focus. I know that these first 12 to 18 months are critical, so I need to be super vigilant and breed some good habits. Another thing that I think is a contributor is, so I've talked to you guys before about my Crystal Light. I drink Crystal Light all day. Not all day, but I drink Crystal Light. I've got lots of different flavors here. I've just got lots of different ones. The problem with these is, so I typically have 4 of these a day. 4 of these little pouches, little single serving things. This one's a peach iced tea. 5 calories, 0 carbs, and all that. So I have 4 of those a day, which is good. But my problem is, what I'm trying to do is get away from aspartame, because I drink a lot of it. I drink 2 Splendas in my coffee. Oh, it's time for my morning snack. Can you hear it? So when it's my snack time, my ringtone plays the Jaws music, because so I'll do that in just a minute. So back to the Crystal Light thing. So I was drinking a lot of this. I was drinking 2 Splendas in my coffee every morning and drinking 4 of these things. So I know that aspartame is not good. I know it, you know, it's not good for you. So what I did instead was I bought some Crystal Light, but it's called Crystal Light Pure. And there's different flavors. I got a sampler pack on Amazon. But it's Crystal Light Pure, and they've got different flavors: raspberry lemonade, grape, tangerine mango, strawberry kiwi, and I think there's regular lemonade in here too. So, and it's made with stevia. It's actually made with Truvia. I'll get to that. So, and I was having four of these a day instead of doing the aspartame laden ones. And I was taking a look at it this morning, the boxes of the nutritional information, and it says in 1/2 packet, and who drinks half a packet? 1 packet goes in 1 bottle of water, right? 1 bottle of water, 1 packet. In 1/2 packet, it's got 3 carbs and 3 grams of sugar. So in 1 bottle of water, it's got 6 grams of sugar and 6 carbs. And I'm having 4 of those a day. So that's, boom, right there, just in my water, I'm drinking 24 carbs a day. And I'm trying to stay under 75 carbs a day. And I was already flirting with that limit by eating the popcorn and the damn crackers and not measuring things properly. So I think all of those things kind of contributed to my not very successful week as it relates to the scale. So I'm not drinking those anymore right now. I am going to find another solution, but in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy my cancer-laden aspartame for the moment, because I'm not sure what else to do. I know I should be just drinking straight up water and infusing it with fruits and that sort of stuff, and I'll get there. I do drink regular water, but I do drink, like I said, 4 of these a day, and then I drink, the rest of what I drink is typically just straight up water. So I know I need to do that, but I need to have something. I can't just do, I don't know, 80 to 90 ounces of regular water a day. So that's why I supplement with some of these for some of the water that I drink. So I'm not going to drink that stevia shit anymore. But number one, it didn't taste as good as my tea crystallites, my aspartame stuff. And it was full of carbs. So I was getting an extra 24, like I said, 24 grams of carbs, 24 grams of sugar a day. And like I said, I was already flirting with that line, so I can't do that anymore. So I mentioned in my last video that hormones are happening, right? Hormones are definitely happening. As you burn fat, hormones are released, you can get emotional. Like I said, I was breaking out and stuff like that. I had my first episode of feels. It was last week, and it was right after, so there was the shooting of Alton Sterling in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and then there was the shooting in Minnesota, and then there was the Dallas shooting of those cops, and I just kind of broke down. It was just like, I just fell apart, one morning, and I was just like going to my husband. I was like, I don't like it here. I want to go to Canada again. I miss Canada. Will you come with me? And he was like, do I have to? Because he knows that I'm emotional right now. So I said, I want to go home. Do you? And he's like, not really. So we had a discussion about it. And it was overwhelming for me. I'm like, I don't know. I can't really explain it. I was irrational, and I knew that I was being irrational at the time. I knew that I was super emotional. I could recognize that it was happening, but it was just so much. And it's all over the news. It's all over everywhere you go. And it's just heartbreaking. It's just heartbreaking. And so I fell a little bit apart with that one morning. I was really struggling with that. And it was just like, for a good solid morning, I was sitting here working at my desk, and I was just crying. And I wasn't visibly sitting here, I can't function and work. I was just sitting here crying, and tears are coming down my face. Just sitting here typing away on conference calls, and tears are just coming down my face. And I can't really explain it or whatever, but I'm chalking it up to hormones, and I think that's what happened. Thankfully that hasn't happened again. I'm still absolutely devastated and heartbroken about all that crap that happened, and continues to happen, and I don't want to get into a big tirade here, because I know that, not everybody agrees with my opinions. Everybody has differing opinions, and it could be quite controversial. It's just, I don't believe the solution is more guns to these problems, but whatever. Let's not get into that. So, stuff that I'm excited about. So I bought some sampler packs off of Nirvana, Experiencing Nirvana. If you don't watch her, you'll have to, because she is amazing. Very motivating, very strong. She has been around the block. She knows what's going on. Her journey is still ongoing, and she's just, she's a pleasure to watch too. Anyway, she had done a review on some Legendary Foods products, and they do some almonds. They're over there. I'm not going to get them and they're good. They're good, but they do different kinds of nut butters, and they rocked my world. So let's see. I don't know where my spoon is. Anyway, I'm just going to use my little fork pen lid because I don't know where the spoon one is. I've got a knife one, and I don't know where the other one is. Anyway, whatever. So they've got these different kinds. So here's one. It's a peanut butter. It's a peanut butter cup, and that's what it's flavored with. And here are the stats on it, if you can see. I'm not sure. It's kind of blurry. I'll just read it off to you because I'm not very good at that. In 2 tablespoons, it's 170 calories, 14 grams of fat, 9 carbs, 2 fiber, 2 sugar, and 7 protein. So it's just peanut butter flavored with chocolate. I'm just going to try a little bit of it. It's good. You can definitely tell it's very bitter chocolate. It's not very sweet at all. Out of the 3 that I'm about to show you, this is my least favorite. But it's not bad. It's certainly not bad. I'm a big fan of the nut butters. The 2 that I can't decide which one I like more, there's these 2. I'll show you this one first. This one is pecan pie, and this is made with almond butter, and it is crack. It's got 180 calories, 16 grams of fat, 7 grams of carbs, and 6 grams of proteins in 2 tablespoons. So I mean, you can eat it with a spoon if you want. That's what it looks like. It's got big old chunks of pecans in there. And this one is certainly much sweeter than that last one. But it looks like. I'm sure that's why it's got I'm sure that's why it's got extra fat in it, because it's got big old chunks of pecans in addition to the almond butter. It's really good. This one is Crack City. It's a blueberry cinnamon bun. And this one is cashew butter. Stats are 180 calories, 15 grams of fat, 10 grams of carbs, 1 gram of fiber, and 5 grams of protein. And you can tell I've been digging into this one. That's what it looks like. I keep it in the fridge. Once I open it, I keep it in the fridge. But it's got some, you can see the big spoon that I took out the other day because I saw some big old blueberries in it. But it's very cinnamon. It's very blueberry. It's very good. You can get sampler packs, like I said, on their website, legendaryfoods.com. But I got this information from Nirvana. She recommended it. She did a video, and she had an orgasm when she ate it. No, not really, but it just looked really, really good. And so I bought into it, and so I checked it out. It's good. They have almonds too. I got those. Those are good little snacks as well. But you guys know that I'm a fan of the nut butters now, and I do that for snacks. And I'm going to be better about the portion control and all that. And then typically I have them with like a little pack of apples here. So this pack of apples has 25 calories, 7 grams of carbs. Just, you know, it's 1.8 ounces of apple slices. And then typically I have that with 2 tablespoons of that. And it's a wonderful little snack for me. And then the other snacks that I typically have are generally just cheese strings or some grilled chicken that I make in advance, and I just keep it in the fridge, and I have that for snacks. So that's about it. Those are the things I want to talk about. Popcorn equals no. The whole Crystal Light thing, stevia versus aspartame, and then that first episode of being like really super emotional after all those shootings that happened. The irrational crying. I know that it's based probably upon true feelings, but I'm sure it was just exacerbated by the excessive hormones that are kind of being released as I lose weight. So, like I said, not a great week, but a valuable lesson in terms of slider. You know, it's really easy to just start as your stomach, you know, starts to expand and gets used to foods, excuse me, it's really easy to fall into old habits, such as grabbing a couple of crackers here, or grabbing, you know, a small handful of popcorn here or there. But it is a dangerous, slippery slope. So I am back on schedule. We'll start measuring things again, and hopefully next week I will have a better week than I did this past week. I was thinking about not doing a video because I didn't have any good news, but I have to be honest. This is the reality of the situation. I will not always have great weeks. I will have, you know, struggles, and that is real. So that's me. Okay, hope you all have a good day, a good weekend, and I'll catch up with you later, okay? Bye.